guys? It's me, Justin, Mr. CNB. I am back with a live stream. So I figured since I was going to take a walk, I figured I'd just, live stream real quick and talk about some things. And we're just going to hop right into it. I was going to wait for some people to hop up in the chat. But I guess before I actually go on topic, let me know where you're coming, where you're actually viewing from. Are you what state, what city, what country? I get a lot of people from the UK and Australia up in my live chat. So just let me know where you are chiming in from, because that would be great. I want to know. I want to know. Want to know. And then we're going to hop right into the subject, and that's what we're going to do. Right? It's a beautiful day. Another beautiful day in the MIA in the 305. So, and I'm just taking my daily walk. Obviously, I'm taking it a little late right now. So, just wait for people to get in the chat, and then I'm going to talk about it. Which is better for you? Do you actually, which is it better to invest your time in real estate? Is it best to invest your time in stocks in the stock market? And it just depends. And I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people, I saw a comment, and this is what inspired this live stream. I saw a comment where someone was talking about, it's an article. I'm not going to bring up who it is, but one of the comments was like, well, that person is probably not broke. They probably invested their money. And when I see stuff like that, it lets me know that most people just don't know what they're talking about, because they're making it some seem like it's just you do one thing and you're good. And that's not how this works. I don't know where this shit came from. Excuse my language, but I don't know where this came from, why people bring it up, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me, right? So I figured I'd hop on this live stream and just figure out, you know, lay out some things based on who you are and your personality, what could be best for you. And it's all based on your personality, right? So this is like a weird way to hold this with this selfie stick, but I'm gonna just do this. The light is shining like this way, so I'm gonna do this way. So anyway, real estate stocks. What's best for you? So I always say a few things before you hop into anything, and I've learned this by experience, is you got to figure out what your personality is, what your personality type is, and what you actually like. Because I've seen so many people, and I've made this mistake before. I've built something or did something just strictly for the money and wound up hating it. Building something I actually hated. Let me know where you're actually viewing from, what city, what state, what country. So I actually built something that I didn't like before. So when you actually are talking about whether you want to choose real estate or stocks, you got to figure out what's your personality type, right? So, and also what your long-term goal is. Okay, well, let's look at real estate first. Real estate, we know you can get equity. We know you can buy properties. You have rental income. You look at all the income streams. And also when you look at it, it's not just linear. There's many ways you could do real estate. You could wholesale properties. But understand when you do that, it's a constant, like you have to be active doing it, whether it's doing it the regular way and also auction properties, which I think is the best way because you save a lot of time, you save a lot of money, you can just get right to it. You could do fix and flips. You can also do tax liens. That's another way you could do it. You got to figure out what revenue stream you want to take. Because when people say real estate, and when they do real estate, it's just like this open thing. It's just like, well, it's not just this open thing. What specific area do you want to focus on? And you can't focus on everything at once because then you're going to wind up spreading yourself thin, not making no money, which 95% of the people who get into real estate didn't make zero money. They make no money. And I even did a video about this a couple weeks ago, maybe like last month, about that, right? So you really want to figure out what area you want to target in that. Then also base that on your personality. Do you like talking to people? Are you an introvert or extrovert? And that's big because if you're an introvert, then you probably doing wholesale the traditional way where you're going to have to talk to homeowners, do and negotiate. That's probably not going to be a strength, skill wise. And you're going to wind up doing something that you actually don't like because you don't actually have that skill set because it's not built for your personality. And this is a lot of these guys, they never talk about that, which is why. Okay, maybe you don't want to do traditional wholesale, maybe you want to wholesale auction properties. Do you want to do fix and flips? Do you know how to manage projects? That's another skill set. So you have to look at those things, right? So let me go to stocks. If you're talking about the stock market, now, are you an introvert or extrovert? These are two types of personalities. The stock market is really good because if you're an introvert, because you got to look at the areas you want to do. Do you just want to invest for the long term, put money in stocks and just let it grow over time? Or are you actually trying to build an income or learn a skill that you can pretty much get yourself free? Particularly like stock options, right? Stock options is something you can do and learn. It's a skill set, and you don't need anybody. It's a great skill set if you're an introvert. If you're an introvert, it's one of the best skill sets you could ever have because you can go, and once you get good at it, you can go pull money out of the market and go on about your life. And that's the simplified version of it, right? But that's basically what you do. In hindsight, that's what you do. You pull money out of the market with your skill set, and you keep it moving. Perfect for introverts. Now, if you wanted to do long-term planning, then you want to look at like what companies you want to invest in for the long term, and that's good. So, all in all, you really have to look at what's your skill set, what's your personality type. So, before you hop in anything, because I see so many people make this mistake, and like I said, I've made this mistake years ago. I made this mistake. I just did something for the money. I was wholesaling properties the traditional way. And then I did some fix and flips. And for me, I personally hated it. Yes, I made some money. I did lose some money, yes, but I made some really great money. But it just was not. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I built something I didn't like. And I don't want you guys to actually like build something that you don't like, and that's the biggest thing. You don't want to build something that you don't like just for money. Yes, you may be able to make money, but I can tell you from experience, most people don't make money doing these things. They do stuff strictly for the money. They don't actually like it or love it. You're going to have to find your passion. What are you passionate about? And you're going to actually monetize that. And like I said, it could be different areas. That's why I broke down the areas of real estate because it's not it's one thing. You may want to do residential. You may want to do commercial because you know in commercial it's bigger deals, bigger money. But at the same time, it takes longer periods of time to close these deals. So that's another thing you have to take into consideration. It's not like you're going to hop in real estate as a newbie and close like a 20 unit property, a 50 unit property, or commercial building, and flip that in like your first 30 days. That's just not realistic. So I just kind of want to give you like a realistic thing. Now, if you're residential real estate, yes, you actually can do that, right? That's very possible if you know what you're doing. I don't see so many people pop in and do it immediately. And the reason why is because they don't know what they're doing, unless they have help, which I suggest you always get help. You should never do anything on your own if you're brand new. I just don't suggest that. There's a reason why people have coaches for everything else in life, whether it's a strength coach, a stretching coach, you have a CPA, you have somebody managing your books. Like you always want to have expert. Yes, you want to learn on your own. You should definitely learn, but you should always have somebody to guide you because it cuts the learning curve, right? So this is just all I wanted to talk about. Now, if you want to wholesale auction properties, I'm having a Black Friday sale. I shouldn't want to date this video, but I guess I am too late. You can see it on the community tab. I hope this video helps. Drop some comments. Let me know if you like, comment, share this video. Definitely subscribe to this video and subscribe to my channel. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace.